I'm new here. I've come from the UK, and I'm used to a perspective and looking at a whole range of different ways of delivering public service and working with a whole raft of different partners and stakeholders. So for me, this was a natural thing for us to be thinking about. And when I looked at the system here in Tasmania, there was an absence in my mind of how we can be building those relationships and those partnerships. We are small, we're fantastic, we've got a wonderful environment to live in, but we are small and we can't afford to become complacent. So for me, this is a component part of an overall strategy to how we move forward public service, human service within Tasmania. Whether it's a public service run by us through the DHHS or through education or through some other program, or whether it's a non-government sector provider or a volunteer-based organisation doing work, they all go to the heart of social innovation and inclusion. And what we also know, and there's a lot of evidence around the world to support this, that organisations that are much more embedded within local communities, that have local representation, that draw off of industry, draw off of education, are actually much better innovators on the whole. And it's that spark of innovation that we're actually trying to get. Do you know, at one level I hope they don't, because this isn't about current public service doing a bad job, but there is most definitely in our mind a very clear expectation that quality and safety issues will gradually improve over time, that the outcomes that we expect, we'll know what to expect and we'll be able to judge when we've hit them. Today we just don't really know. We think we're doing okay, we think we're getting it right, but we can't actually demonstrate that we are getting it right. If people take from that change is an important part of what we all must engage in, that change is a fundamental part of any society, of any public service, or actually of any industry, then nobody has anything to fear. If you fear change, then you're going to see this as a bit of a challenge for you as an individual or you as your organisation. But change is a good thing on the whole, particularly if it's focused around delivering better outcomes, improved quality, greater access for people, and generally delivering what the most needy in our society need. We want to find ways of actually improving the way that those organisations can deliver services, enable them to grow if they want to. Survive and thrive is a language I would quite like to use, but certainly change is an inevitability of this, and we will have to work with them. We have to work with ourselves, quite frankly. We have to work with our own staff in our own organisations. We have to work across that continuum of partnership to support each other during a period of change. So the joined-upness is what I'm really looking for, and the point at which I think we've been successful is where the demarcation between all these different sectors is blurred. It's almost irrelevant to the client, but actually that a client, whichever service they're getting from whoever, can be asked the question, are you getting what you need? And the answer is yes.